All right, coaches, this installment of our next couple drills here, this is called Dribble Tag, which is going to have to do with ball handling. And what we're looking for here in terms of the ball handling, we're going to have one player who is going to be it. And that player, what he is going to try to do, what Colin's going to try to do in this drill, is he is going to physically try to tag all of the players who are in green. But he's going to do that while dribbling the ball, and while everybody else is dribbling the ball as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this in a half-court situation here first. And most of you coaches will have, a half-court area for your practices. We're going to use the half-court area where Colin's going to try to dribble around and try to tag everybody in green. When the players in green are tagged, they're going to be out. And so what they're going to do is they're just going to go next to under the basket, or next to the curtain, or next to the stage, or whatever is at your school. Here we have some padding. Just anywhere out of bounds is fine. Okay? A couple things we're looking for here in the drill before we get started. Number one is we want all the players, in terms of their positioning, is to really be bent down. Be bent down, be able to protect the ball, because as Colin comes after them and tries to tag them, they're going to have to protect the ball or to be able to move while their head is up. They're staying low, the ball is staying low, and these are the things you really want to emphasize, especially with the younger groups, is when that ball starts coming in here and their heads start going down, they're not going to be able to see where they're going, and they're going to become an easy target for the player in white to tag. So these are good starting points right here for your players to start. And what we're going to say is, we're going to say, okay, everybody, we're going to start bouncing the ball. And whenever we say go, Colin, you are going to keep your dribble and try to tag everybody as fast as you can. Okay? The coaches will decide who's out, and when you're out, you just go off the court, under the basket, and stay there until everybody's out. Okay? All right, so everybody in position here. Start bouncing the ball. Go ahead. Colin, you go wherever you want. Players, you go where they want, and go. Okay, stop. Okay, now, what you see here in this drill, as the drill has gone on, Colin's done a very good job of playing within the rules of basketball, which means he has never picked up the ball with both hands. He's not dribbled it with both hands. He's not had his dribble stop and then start again. It's been a continuous dribble with both hands all the time, which is perfect. That's what we're looking for with all the players. All right. Now, when we get to a point where we only have 3 players left, as a coach, you have to make a judgment about whether or not it's going to take forever for him to chase all of these guys, if they're really good ball handlers especially, all over the court. The drill may never end. He may actually never get to the point where he's going to be able to tag all these guys, which is fine. So what you can say is, okay, stop. Now we're going to come to the 3-point line right here. Now 1, 2, 3 players are restricted now inside the 3-point line. So now you have to stay inside the 3-point line. Physically, you might not have a 3-point line at your elementary school or wherever you're going to practice. That's okay. You can also say, we're just going to use the top of the key extended. So really what you're doing is you're cutting the court now in half again. So instead of half court, now it's just basically 1/4 of the court, and you keep everybody within just another restricted kind of geographic area. Okay? Everybody start bouncing the ball. Go ahead. And go. Stay inside the 3-point line now. And you're out. That's okay. Ready? Go, 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 go. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Good. 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 Okay, very good. So you can see our success rate went way up as we restricted the court into now just using 1/4 of the court. That's okay. We want him to have success. We don't want to have the person in white or the chaser running all over the place, because what happens is then they start picking up the ball, there's violations, and we don't want that. We want to have it be very fundamentally sound and very good technically, and that's what you want to do as a coach. Make sure that these things are successful for the players. Now we're going to do this one more time very quickly for about 30 seconds. What you want to do as a coach now is make sure Maybe the second time around you can instruct, okay, no violations, which means no double dribble, no picking up the ball and dribbling again, no palming the ball, so you're not allowed to palm it, put your hand underneath and dribble that way. Okay, so there's no suspension of the dribble. And for all players, keep your head up. So keep your head up, keep your body low, keep the ball low, and now we're going to try to see if you can stay in longer than you did the previous time. Everybody start bouncing the ball, don't go anywhere yet. And now you got the ball to work, and go. Good. Okay, stop. So I think we have the idea. Again, dribble tag. Dribble tag, it's a really good drill to start your practice with. Again, the players have to stay low, they have to cover a lot of ground, the ball has to stay low, head up. A really, really good drill for being able to move with the ball, being able to change hands, change directions, and really keep from getting tagged in a situation like this, especially if you have a good player chasing all over the court. This becomes a really good drill, even for the younger players. You're going to have a lot of violations. The ball may get kicked off the foot. That's okay. We want to just make sure that players are doing the right things fundamentally. It should work out really well.